What is up, everyone? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming. Now we are back here at the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here, as this is going to be the Season 2 preview. We're going to look at redshirting, depth chart, custom schedules, recruiting, all that stuff. We did a little bit of it on the stream, so if you weren't on the stream, I will sort of recap what happened in the offseason, as well as other stuff like that. I have made probably about 30 custom recruits this morning. I got about 15 viewer custom recruits, and I made a few recruits of my own. So I have been working hard at this for a few hours now. So we're going to get to the recruiting portion now. No more custom recruits. I think I've made enough. So we're probably not going to have anyone big want to come to us. We are still a one-star school. We've only had 1 year of existence, and that was a pretty ugly season where we went 3-9. So I don't think any top-tier talents are going to be interested in us. Maybe we'll get lucky, but I highly doubt it. Chris Archer is the #1 overall athlete. That's kind of funny because there's a baseball player on the Rays and his name is Chris Archer. Anyway, okay, 2 3-stars are #1, including the number 15th ranked center. We'll go back to some of these 2-stars in a second. A few 3-stars are second. A decent amount of 3-stars are third. But doesn't look like we have any 4-stars somewhat interested, which isn't too shocking, I guess, to say the least. So yeah, just 1, 2, and 3-stars are the ones interested. So I guess that's fine, no one big. I'll show you the recruiting board right now. We have added 35 prospects onto our board. We're obviously not going to get all 35, but we're going to get as many as we can. We put on 1 5-star, and that is quarterback Champ Britton. He's the #1 quarterback in the class. He was talked about in the recruiting special last year with SEP, so he's a player who Westlake would really like to get. He is a 77 overall, very solid player. Kenny Poole is a 64. Chris Jefferson, 61. And you guys can probably read the rest. All these guys are going down. I don't think there's been a single guy who's gone up. Oscar Mills went down 12. I don't know if I have ever seen someone go down that bad. But no one is going up. Andre Martinez is a bust as well. So this is pretty ugly. 3 in a row? Nope, but no one has gone up yet. This is very weird. Finally, Chris Hall goes up. Progress. Felix Bentz, he's a gem. Will this guy go up? Nope. Ronnie McNeil? Nope. Parker Strawn, he was also talked about in the recruiting special. He's a gem. So Parker Strawn, 72 overall. And Ayoluko is also a gem, 73 overall. Malcolm Ward, he's also a gem, 76. 3 straight gems. Strawn, Ayoluko, and Ward. Will Simeon Flagger keep on the streak? Nope, 69. QJ Casimir, 70. Alex Ellis, 69. Billy Woods, he's a gem, 78 overall. Emmanuel Charles, 69, so he's basically a gem. Ryan Thompson, oh, I'm out of points. Okay, so that's all of the scouting for this week. We will go back to recruiting later in the episode, probably. We did set up the schedule on the stream, but I figured I'd show you guys anyway in this episode. So week 1, we're going to be taking on our rivals Utah. Week 2 against number 7 Oklahoma State. Number 3 at Syracuse. Number 4 at home against UNLV. Our very first Mountain West game is, of course, this is the first year in the Mountain West. Then a bye week, week 5, week 6 at home against Illinois. Week 7 at New Mexico, at Utah State, another one of our rivals. Home against Air Force, home against Colorado State, at Boise State. They're not really our rivals, they're actually Idaho's rival, where we replaced Idaho. At BYU, another one of our rivals. And for Senior Day, at home against Josh Allen and the Wyoming Cowboys. So we're going to simulate a week. We'll look at depth charts and like top 25 polls, preseason All-Americans, Heisman favorites, stuff like that. Here's a look at the preseason polls. The defending national champions, Alabama, are at #1. And we are probably down in like the bottom 10 or something. And yeah, we are 123. That's worse than last year. But we went up from a 67 to a 74 overall. That is not too shabby, if I would say so myself. Looking at the Mountain West, they have us projected to have the worst record In the Mountain Division, our division is BYU, Colorado State, Utah State, Boise State, Air Force, and Wyoming. And in the Mountain West as a whole, they have us not dead last. They have Fresno State worse than us, and Fresno State's a pretty solid program, so that's a little bit surprising. So here's a quick look at the Heisman watch. Cameron Petaway is the Heisman favorite. He was runner-up last year to Baker Mayfield. And the following Cameron Petaway is Bryce Love, Jalen Hurts, Bo Scarborough, and Soso Jamabo. I hope I said that right. He is a very solid running back. And all these players are very solid, except for maybe Jalen Hurts. He's not the greatest. We obviously are not going to have any all-preseason All-Americans, at least for the whole country. So we're just going to be looking at Mountain West. We see Malik Bostic, the #1 running back. That's not too bad. Cortez Foran, that's not too shocking. Conrad Novak, Marquise Birch, that's a little surprising. Victor Van Vector, Edmund Setzer, David Baker, who's not even going to start. He's actually going to get redshirted. And on the second team, Rashawn Overstreet, Mel Flint, Alan Hayden. That's not too bad. So here's a look at how we allocated our points. Everyone who has 500 points all got a scholarship. And then cornerback Emmanuel Charles also got a scholarship. But we didn't give him 500 points. Hopefully we can give him that next week. So here's a look at our depth chart. We are saving quarterback for last because that was sort of suspenseful on the stream. No one knows who I'm starting. And at this point, I don't even know who I'm starting. So Malik Bostic will still be the running back. Kenny Osborne will still be the fullback. Dustin Schwend, he will be the #1 receiver, followed by Cortez Foran. Foran played mostly 2 last year, and he was really good there, so why change it? Rashawn Overstreet is moving to the slot. Mickey O'Neill is #4, and Cliff Stewart is getting redshirted. Tight end will still be James Moody. The third stringer will not be Schwend, it will be Clay Fontenot. The offensive line, Lionel Cotton, David James, Jim Ferwerda, Lance Foran. Actually, not Lance Foran, it's going to be... Actually, no, it will be Lance Foran. And Danny Silva. And on the defense, Conrad Novak, Trey Cooper Jr., Victor Van Vector, Marquise Birch, Colton Feldham, even though the left outside linebacker barely plays in this scheme, Mel Flint, Zaire McGill, Alan Hayden, Rashawn Lilly, and Demetrius. Actually, Lilly's going to be slot, and Demetrius Cyphers will be the #2. Edmund Setzer will be free safety. Ash Jakar will be strong safety. Calvin Richardson, kicker. Kevin McKinney, punter. Alan Hayden, kick and punt returner. Kickoffs will be Richardson. Long snappers will be Danny Silva. And the Week 1 starting quarterback will be... In a tough choice between C.J. Clifford and Benjamin Gold, Westlake will be going with the true freshman 3-star Benjamin Gold. They will have a short leash on him, like if Gold struggles in the first half of the Utah game, then C.J. Clifford will enter, as Clifford was really solid last year. But Benjamin Gold will be the day 1 starter. Hope you guys enjoyed. To end the video, I'm going to have a slideshow of all of the custom recruits. So, yeah, if you don't want to watch it, then you don't have to. But if you do, then cool, I guess.
Yo, hey, man!